He's losing his memory.
He didn't remember my name.
By now he doesn't know anybody.
He seems like he doesn't know where he is.
It's like you're watching them fade away.
I'm Maria Shriver, and my dad has Alzheimer's. So I'm a child of Alzheimer's. My children are children of Alzheimer's. And I've learned a lot from them and how to deal with a parent who has Alzheimer's. And there are many lessons that our children can teach us as more and more of us deal with parents who have Alzheimer's.
70. Amazing.
Wow, that's awesome. Do you ever worry about when you're gonna forget us or anything?
It's possible, but I don't know when it would happen. And of course, a lot of things will be happening at that same time, and I'm not trying to get trouble for you. It's just a matter of I don't know how long it will take.
Yeah.
I want to keep it long enough so that I don't ever worry about it.
Will it be for the rest of my life, or for the rest of your life? Or will you forget me and then remember me another time and then forget me again?
I wouldn't want to, would not to have that happen, but that doesn't mean it won't happen. If I've forgotten you, I probably will not ever remember you again.
Oh, that's kind of scary. How do you define the word memory?
How are you going to define memory?
Think and not know. Is that all right?
It seemed like he was really sympathetic and understood that we really needed him to talk to us about it.
How do I feel?
Yeah,
Standing up, sitting down, crying, what?
I just say, how does it really feel when you
When I can't remember
say
things?
words?
There are a lot of times I can't remember the word. And so it gets harder and harder and harder to say things. And you can't remember what you want to say, and it won't come out. What do you do with that? Go back to sleep, I guess, but that doesn't happen very often. It is.
It makes us nervous when we think about our grandpa and all the Alzheimer's things that could happen. He won't even remember me, so it'll be like I'm a stranger. I'll just have to say, hi, my name is Margaret and stuff. He won't remember me very well.
I have had a problem with his name for some reason, because it's a name I'm not available. I don't know anybody else with that name.
But how about their names? Do you remember their names?
Never did. No, I just call them kids. Nice kids. Bright kids. You know your mother?
Yeah.
What's her name?
What's her name? Mother.
What's her real name?
Huh?
What's my mom's real name?
Lucy. What is it now? Oh, God, do I have to have that? Remember, I can talk about it most of the time until you guys come up and ask. Victoria.
Yeah.
All right. See, it took 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Maybe 6 seconds. I don't know.
I think he understands Alzheimer's disease because my grandma has really filled him in on it, and I think that really helps him a lot, being able to understand what he has.
I think you are forgetting more, dear.
What?
Names of places and names of people.
You think it's worse than I did last year?
We'll see.
I don't think so.
He's
but
having a test right now, which is a big, long 2-day test. So we don't know.
I am?
Do
You went last week.
you remember Disneyland?
Once he really forgets us, I think we'll be really, really sad. But for now, we're worried about him, but we're not too sad.
Go ready?
Okay, keep it going. You're doing great. It's still up there. You're doing great. Whoops, it's going down now. Why?
I don't really know where everything is heading with him. I don't know if it's gonna get a lot worse or anything. I hope it'll get better, but I don't think that's how it is with Alzheimer's.
When my dad was diagnosed, this was a disease that nobody wanted to talk about. We couldn't have that conversation. And I think the more families sit down and have these open, honest conversations where everybody can say, I don't know what's around the corner, I'm scared, I'm worried, and can air their questions, that's empowering and that's really helpful.
I used to think that it was somehow my fault, but now I just think it's something just happened and it's like a mutation in the genes or something.
It's nobody's fault. It's just something that is happening. And it's just so much about the mind that we don't understand.
Most of us go through life with all these expectations. I think when someone has Alzheimer's, you can't have any expectations because you don't know. And that person doesn't know. It's out of your hands. You are not in control. And therefore you must deal in the present, in the now, with the person who is sitting right in front of you. That's one of the lessons that I've gotten from my father. I remember sitting with him out in the backyard, and he asked me if I heard the water, and I said, no, that's not the water, that's traffic. And he said, no, I only hear water. And I said, no, you hear traffic. And then I said to myself, oh, wait a minute, why don't I just go with the fact that that's water? And I said, oh yeah, I hear the water. He said, isn't it beautiful? I said, yeah, it is beautiful. I love the sound of water. And he said, I love the sound of water too. It makes me so peaceful. And I said, yeah, it makes me peaceful too. And all of a sudden the traffic was gone. And we were having a conversation about water. And it was a loving, peaceful conversation. And it taught me a great lesson. And from that moment on, I've never corrected my dad ever again.
She's getting worse and worse, but we're kind of learning to deal with it. If you talk to her, she'll respond, but she will talk about something completely different, like it has nothing to do with the subject at all.
The hoggy doggies.
The what? What is it, Nanny?
Hoggy.